lockdown was announced by the Prime Minister in the intervening night of 24th and 25th, which is Tuesday, Wednesday night, saying that the lockdown commences from 0000 hours of Wednesday, 25th. And the lockdown has been enforced from then. The government has been working so that those affected directly, and particularly the poor, the migrant workers, the women, the disadvantaged of the society, since the lockdown commenced, will have to be reached out with tangible help and assistance. It's only 36 hours since the lockdown has been imposed. And therefore now we have come with a package which will immediately take care of the concerns, the welfare concerns of the poor and suffering workers and those who need immediate help. So the package that we come up with will benefit those migrant workers, those poor, those urban and rural poor, and the women. And this Prime Minister Garib Kalyan scheme that we want to come out with is expected to meet a total of 1,70,000 crores. So I will detail that before you as to what are the ways in which this will benefit. We are looking at both cash transfer as one set of measures, and another set of measures will be food security related. We do not want anyone to remain hungry. So we will be giving enough to take care of their food, grains requirement, protein requirement in terms of pulses. On the other hand, they should also not remain without money in hand. So several measures through DBT are being taken so that money reaches them, so that they can have money in their hands. But before all this, I wish to start with a great sense of gratitude for all those frontline warriors who are fighting against coronavirus. It is for them that we want to attend to first, not forgetting the risks that they are putting themselves to in dealing with patients affected by coronavirus. They could be ASHA workers, they could be medical sanitary workers in government hospitals, they could be paramedics, they could be nurses, they could be doctors. In fact, some of them are being referred to gods in white costume. That is the extent to which people today, have really started worrying about those who are doing completely human service and making sure that no coronavirus patient will suffer. For them, we are providing an insurance cover so that in the 3 months that they are exposing themselves to this, hopefully by then it will be contained, the virus, we shall be providing 50 lakhs per person as medical insurance cover. For those warriors, the sanitation workers in government hospitals, the ASHA workers, and all of them, paramedics, nurses, all of them, doctors inclusive, will be given 50 lakhs per person as medical insurance cover in case they need it. So this will be the first which I want to announce, so that all those who are putting themselves to risks and not even worrying about their personal health considerations, they are attending to coronavirus people. The two different silos in which I would like to present the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. One is on the food related, and the other, as I said, is on direct benefit transfer. The first one is the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, in which 80 crore poor people, which is 2/3 of our population, and there making sure that not one Garib remains without food. We have now come to say that everyone, each one will get, as per the existing thing, 5 kg of rice or 5 kg of wheat is given to them per month. We are saying over and above that, 5 kgs each month for the next 3 months, whichever they take of wheat or rice, in addition to the 5 kgs they already get, will be given for free. So, per person 5 kg rice or per person 5 kg wheat, where they get already, we shall give another 5 kg for free, and that we shall give for the next 3 months. Besides, we also shall give 1 kg of pulse, whichever pulse is regionally, as it is, people prefer some pulse in some region according to regional preferences. Some areas prefer tuar, some other prefer urad, some other prefer moong. For each one household, 1 kg of the preferred pulse will also be given, dal will also be given. So, 5 kg per person for the next 3 months, additional, free, over and above what they get already. And for every household, 1 kg of the choice of pulse in that, usually given in that area, will be given, so that no Garib remains without food in his hand. And this is very clearly for the next 3 months. It can be taken as in 2 installments. They can come and take it in 1 installment first, and then they can take the next whenever next time they want it. But over and above what they get, we now give 5 kg in addition to what they get of the cereal, and 1 kg per household, the pulses per household of the region-specific choice of dal. That will be given for the next 3 months. There are 8 specific announcements being made. And for your benefit, in the sense so that it is easy for you to notice, which are the sections we are touching. We are touching the farmer. 1, I'll tell you the details. We are touching the Manrega, which is the second. Third will be widows, poor pensioners, and poor Divyang. That will be my third. Then we will be talking about the Jan Dhan Yojana related women who have Jan Dhan Yojana accounts. Then we are talking of, together with that, I like to also talk about women and householders who receive benefits under the Ujjwala scheme. So that will be getting covered. You are also going to be having something said for the self-help group women who particularly are dealing with National Rural Livelihood Missions, Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Livelihood Mission. So women in the SHG groups. Then you're talking about organized sector workers who are essentially through the EPFO. So I'll be telling something for them. Then we'll also be talking about construction workers. And lastly, we will be talking something about the District Mineral Fund also. So I go to the first one, farmers. Farmers, they receive 6,000 rupees annually from the PM Kisan Yojana, Kisan Samman Nidhi, through which they get their annual 6,000 rupees. We will now be giving the first installment of that as a front-loaded matter, so that even at the beginning of the year, they will get 2,000 rupees. This will benefit immediately 8.69 crore farmers, 8.69 crore farmers will get immediate benefit out of this. we announce a wage increase in Manrega. This will benefit 5 crore families, and the wage rate being increased will result in 2,000 rupees per worker. So 182 rupees is being increased to 202, and as a result we expect 2,000 rupees per worker will be the additional income he would get, and this will benefit 5 crore families. Of course, in this lockdown period and post that, even for field activities, the local district commissioners are empowered to exempt for agricultural work or something, depending on how they play it, with social distancing norms being respected. Where there is work, they can always do it. But matter of fact, this increase is now being given, and this shall continue. Old-aged people who are over 60 years of age, widows, and also the disabled, that is the young, we are giving them an ex gratia amount, which is a one-time amount of 1,000 rupees, and this shall be given in 2 installments over the next 3 months. And this is an ex gratia one time, and this is expected to benefit 3 crore senior citizens, poor senior citizens, 3 crores in total, poor senior citizens, poor widows, and poor among the Divyang and disabled. The 20 crore women Jan Dhan account holders. Women Jan Dhan account holders will be getting an ex gratia amount of 500 rupees per month for the next 3 months, so that they will be able to run the affairs of their household during this period of disruption. So this would benefit 20 crore women who are Jan Dhan account holders. They will get a 500 rupee per month for the next 3 months. Related to Ujjwala, the scheme through which we gave, under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, gas cylinders to poorest of the poor who couldn't even have the right to have clean cooking medium. So for them, nearly 8 crore of BPL families who were having kitchens full of smoke, Ujjwala scheme benefited them by getting gas cylinders to their houses. Now for those Ujjwala scheme women, so that they don't run short of cooking medium during this period where there is disruption, for the 3 months they will be given free cylinders. For the 3 months where we think because of the disruption there would be problem, they will be provided free cylinders, and this is expected to benefit 8.3 crore BPL families. Garib Kalyan Yojana, with which we are coming with these announcements, is the women SHG groups, the self-help groups. This shall have an impact on 7 crore households through 63 lakh SHGs which are there in this country. There are 63 lakh SHGs which benefit 7 crore households. My next announcement is for them. And what exists now is that under the Deen Dayal Yojana National Rural Livelihood Mission, they get up to 10 lakhs collateral-free loans. We now want to double that to 20 lakhs. So collateral-free loan now will be given to them up to 20 lakhs and not 10 lakhs. It's now doubled. This shall immediately benefit all these SHG women and therefore have an impact on the 7 crore households. So money in hand without worries about collateral. Organized sector under the PM Garib Kalyan Yojana, with which we are coming, and under the organized sector, I am announcing 2 different things. One is about their provident fund, and the other is some money in their hand, their own money, but their some withdrawal related remits. So the first announcement for the organized sector under the PM Garib Kalyan Yojana is that Government of India will pay the EPF contribution, both of the employer and employee, which is 12% each. 12% for the employer, 12% for the employee. Put together 24%. That will be paid for the next 3 months by Government of India, so that nobody suffers because the EPF contribution has lost the continuity, and as a result there could be a lot more difficulties. So 12 plus 12, the 24% contribution which has to go into the EPF account of the employee will be borne by Government of India for the next 3 months. And this is, please, this is important, this is for all those establishments which have up to 100 employees and 90% of whom are such employees earning less than 15,000 rupees a month. I'll repeat that. Government of India will contribute the 12 plus 12, which is the employee and employer contribution, 12 plus 12, leading to 24% total. Government of India will contribute that EPFO of 20% money, the pension provident fund contribution. So the 24% will be paid by Government of India for the next 3 months for those establishments which have up to 100 employees. And from those 100 employees, 90% of who draw less than 15,000 rupees per month as salary, as wage. That's the first of the announcement for the organized sector. The second of the announcement for the organized sector relates to their own money. That's not government giving money, their own money. But what may benefit 80 lakh employees and incentivize 4 lakh establishments. And this will be enabling people so that without disruption they can continue. The announcement about, the second announcement about their own money is the Provident Fund Scheme regulations will be amended. The EPFO schemes regulation will be amended because of the pandemic situation which is prevailing, and that being the reason the amendment will happen to allow non-refundable advance of 75% of the amount standing to the credit of a member or 3 months of wages, whichever is lower. I repeat my second announcement for the organized sector. This relates to their own fund which lies in the EPFO. Government of India is ready now to amend the regulation which governs this EPF scheme so that because of the pandemic situation which is prevailing, the regulation will be amended so that workers can draw up to 75% from that fund for their contingency expenditure. This is non-refundable advance which they will be allowed to take 75%. Or 3 months' wages, whichever is the lower. This I expect, this particular announcement I expect will benefit 4.8 crore workers who are registered with the EPF and therefore will be in a position to withdraw the money. On the construction workers, you are aware that by a central government act, there is a welfare fund for the building and other construction workers' welfare. That's a central government act. It has about 31,000 crores of rupees in it and has about 3.5 crore registered workers. We intend to give directions to the state governments to utilize this fund to provide assistance and support to those workers in the construction and building sectors to protect them against any economic disruption. Obviously, because of the way in which we have taken a call to contain the coronavirus with a lockdown so that people stay at home, stay safe, and they don't expose them to the risk, there is a lockdown. As a result, many building and construction workers may be feeling the impact because their work has come to a halt. So, using this welfare fund for building and construction workers, which is as per a central government's act, and utilizing that money which is available in it, which is about 31,000 crores, we want the registered 3.5 crore building and construction workers to benefit from it, and therefore we will be giving directions to the state governments to ensure that that fund can be utilized for helping those who are facing economic disruption as a result of this particular lockdown. We will request the state governments to utilize the funds which are available under the District Mineral Fund for supplementing and augmenting all kinds of medical testing activities, screening activities, and also other requirements which are so necessary now to fight the coronavirus and from preventing its spread. We are requesting the state governments to use the district mineral fund which is available at the district level so that medical screening, medical testing, and also providing of health attention will not suffer. So that is my last announcement. I like to repeat that we are now talking about Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan welfare related announcements today, wherein I have very clearly upfront stated that we are making an announcement which involves 1,70,000 crores, so that in the coming 3 months, people don't remain hungry, food and food related, and money in their hand is required. Therefore, cash transfers through DBT have been announced today.